Third and Long is brought to you by Envision Custom Renovations. Transform your home into luxury living.
Well, after a week hiatus, it's nice to have you back here.
Oh, thank you. Nice to be back.
Yeah, I have to admit this though, you got a lot of ribbing from a couple of your coaches. You hired them, so you can't blame me. But they were talking about the way you dressed on the road, so they want you to pick up the game a bit.
Let me think. I would say with both Corey Mace and Josh Bell. I think Mace probably ups it the most out of that group. I'm on the bottom though. Josh outdoes me. I will work on it, but usually I'm working. Those two are sleeping on the road, so I'm usually working.
But Josh has a certain flair, doesn't he, for life, period, but dressing, life, everything.
Yeah, and to be honest, he can pull off certain outfits that I cannot. But no, honestly, we really get along well, and as a staff, we got some heavy diversity. I know that's kind of the saying these days, but I just hire good people and good football coaches, and we all fit. And those two guys are definitely top-notch people and also great coaches.
We have to go back to the win against the Hamilton TiCats. There was doubt, and that's the great thing about football. Just keep at it. I want to ask you one thing, because you got a couple of really cool players standing out in the Player of the Week awards. Trey Roberson, though, I want to ask you about his vertical, because that interception and the way he blocked that field goal. I mean, that kid had to be a basketball player.
It's funny that conversation started in who's the best basketball player on our team. I don't know if you know normal football players. Everyone thinks they're the best. So yeah. Trey's a great athlete, though. A lot of people kind of know this, but he was a quarterback in college. Great quarterback. More of a running, make plays type of guy, not a pocket guy, but he can still throw pretty well. I just think whatever he sets his mind to, he'll be successful at. But yeah, he's certainly got the hops, but the other thing is to have the timing and the kind of awareness where to line up and knowing where the kick's going to go and almost baiting the quarterbacks, letting the receiver kind of get ahead of me, but I know I can catch up and I can elevate to get this ball. So he's really taken his game to the next level, and I think he's playing as well as anybody in the back end this year.
Looking back at that win against Hamilton, those were the two big plays. But Eric Rogers, we talk about him too. He was the Offensive Player of the Week. What did you like about his game? I mean, we were just talking about how he gets himself open, and if there's two guys on him, he can still come up with that ball because of that reach and that wingspan of his.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think Bo was super accurate, so he'll probably be mad at me for that. But the ball was just slightly off, a little high here, a little high there, and Eric just snared him right out of the air, did a great job. I mean, they have something, though. They got chemistry. They know where each other's going to be. We needed some plays. I didn't think we had a great day. Let's give Hamilton some credit, though. They had a lot of new schemes and systems for us. They had a bye week going into it, and we adjusted, found some openings, and then ultimately Bo and Eric coming up with that touchdown finally to put us ahead. It really was a hard work, though. We did not feel like we were ever basically ahead in that game, and when we did, we couldn't breathe because they drove it right down and had that field goal attempt. So it was a classic. It was a low-scoring game, but I kind of like those games. I like a 25-21. This was 19-18, but I like a mid-20 game because that means the defenses are playing well, the offenses are hanging in there, and it's still in doubt. That's the score that I like the best.
Talk about adjustments that you made at halftime. What was the big one? Can you reveal that now the game's over?
Yeah, I mean, the main thing for them was we need more effort and more heart, and honestly, you have to sacrifice a little more. I did not like what I saw in the first half. I just felt like we were slow. We didn't look like a team that was hungry. The guys, to me, yes, they're in spirit, but they hadn't put their whole soul into it. And I really was telling, hey, just not worry about the score. Let it take care of itself. But I need more this second half, and I need you guys to show up.
There's a team that's certainly snake-bitten by the Stampede, especially Bo. He's defeated them 12 times. But at the same time, Banks against you guys always provides a little excitement.
Well, he's one of the best. I mean, there's really not too many guys like him out there. I mean, he's super, super fast, but he's tougher than he gets credit for.
Yeah.
He gets on top of you in a hurry. He's very slippery, very crafty with his routes. understands the CFL game, how to use his motions. What he does great is he changes speed, so he's kind of coming at you slow, boom, he's right by you. He coasts into it. Once he catches it, accelerates, you can't catch him. I think he's a great player, and I think he's really elevated his game. I think, honestly, he's got to be considered in the top 3 CFL receivers, just the way he's playing, but also that production he's having.